In this video, we are diving into the fascinating world of Linux weather apps with a stunning countdown of my top 5 picks. From the visually impressive Mousam to the minimalistic charm of Weather O'Clock, I've got a little something for everyone. Whether you're casually checking for that weekend rain or a weather geek charting wind patterns, this list has it all. So expect vibrant designs, practical tools, and even a cool terminal hack that will blow your mind. Stick around because some unexpected gems are hiding in this list. Let's jump right in. Alright, starting off, we have Mousam on number 5, and the first thing you notice here is this weather app looks stunningly gorgeous. The design language, the aesthetic excellence here, this app turns heads for sure. Mousam means weather in Hindi, Arabic, Persian and many other languages, and this app provides detailed and extensive weather data. Many weather apps go for that minimal approach, but Mousam dives deep into information. You can see the app is packed. The usuals like temperature, humidity and forecast are here, but Mousam doesn't stop there. We get hour by hour forecast of the temperature, winds and the rain. Then we get a detailed forecast of the next day and the next 7 days as well. This is great when you're planning an outing. Then we also get the air pollution section, which tells you the AQI of the city and a label telling you what that means. This is fantastic. We also get a UV index that tells you about sunlight exposure and sunrise and sunset timer. The thing about Mousam is you get a complete overview of how the day is going to be weather-wise. No other app provides such in-depth data, and you have to appreciate how it doesn't overwhelm you. The design layout, tables, the bar graphs and the icons used here, they let you understand things like the UV index levels or the pollution levels without you having to know what those numbers mean. You gotta appreciate this. You can also change the units from the preferences here. Did you know that Mousam is created using GTK4 and libadwaita? This app shows off what libadwaita can create. Overall, I absolutely love this app. Mousam can be installed as a snap on Ubuntu and as a flatpak on other distros. Links in the description below. Okay, I'm gonna show you something really cool. Pull up a terminal, press Ctrl plus Alt plus T. Resize the terminal like this. Type in curl wttr.in/your city name. Any city and hit enter. Yep, no app, no website, just run a single command and boom. This command pulls in hyper detailed location specific weather data right into the terminal. And even when this is in the terminal, the clean ANSI artwork here makes it surprisingly readable and engaging. I know, the terminal junkies of you are already creating an alias for this command. But this is not just for the terminal people. This is a really cool command to know and remember. Curl is the tool to get the info from the server, and wttr.in is short for weather.in. Add in a slash followed by your city name. And getting back to the terminal junkies, you can add in many options here as well. Do a question mark and you can use the lang option to specify a language as well. One thing that I really liked is you can do a format is equal to J1 to get the info in JSON as well. Then you can actually pass in moon here as well and you get the current phase of moon. How cool is that? I wonder what would happen if I passed in all the planet names here. By the way, if you haven't already, check out my course Linux Mastery Express. I've designed this course to level up your Linux skills very quickly. With this course, you'll get so comfortable using the terminal commands that your friends will think you're a Linux wizard. You'll get perfect with the most used, most useful commands and also learn advanced things like using the V-editor and shell scripting as well. Linux Mastery Express, link in the description, do check it out. Now I know, I get it. Not everybody is a weather enthusiast. Not everybody cares what's the humidity or some other precipitation stuff. You just want to know how hot it is or if it'll rain in the evening. That's all. For you guys, many Linux distros like Fedora most probably already have GNOME-Weather pre-installed. Just open up the menu and search for weather. And if it's not installed, you can install GNOME-Weather by running the commands given in the description below. GNOME-Weather is not too flashy, but it is nicely made. It looks good and it does the basics nicely. It's got real-time weather conditions, temperature, then you also get a quick overview of how the next 24 hours are gonna look. But you don't need to calculate the numbers and interpret the weather data. You just look at these icons here. Sun means sunny, clouds mean cloudy, rain means rainy. Yeah, you don't need to be a meteorologist to read this info here. I like this graph here as well. You can jump to the daily tab and you get a bird's eye view of the next 10 days as well, min max temps and the overall weather for that day. Now you can plan your trips and outings more easily. And if you want the details, click here to get more numbers. You can also add multiple cities here for quick access. But the coolest thing about GNOME-Weather is it integrates with the GNOME desktop very nicely and you can directly see the weather info in the notifications pop-up once you set a location. But yeah, there is one big flaw with the GNOME-Weather app. It gets weather data from airports which make their readings publicly available. So if you don't have an airport near you, then GNOME-Weather won't show your city. I have an airport near me, but that was not available here. The locations here are severely limited compared to any other weather app. So this is only for big city people. Us small town folk will just have to use the traditional way of looking outside the window to see the weather, I guess. This one's for the meteorologists out there. For people who forecast weather on TV with all those fancy maps behind them. Mateo is a fairly simple weather app, at first look that is. You install it either using Flatpak or Snap. Just search for your location and it shows you the numbers. Temperature, humidity, pressure, sunset and sunrise times, it's all there. And let's not forget, you get 18 hours and 5 days of weather forecast here. You can also customize all the units of measurement given here. Yeah, the standard stuff is here. But where Mateo really stands apart is this little tab. In addition to numbers, Mateo gives you interactive maps as well. First up, the global heat map. This gives you an overview of the world's temperature patterns right now, right here on your screen itself. If you see a glitch when you jump to this tab, just maximize the window. Real-time wind patterns are shown here. They are animated so it looks really cool. These animations give you a clear sense of how the winds are moving without bogging you down with complex numbers and charts. In addition, we also get humidity, visibility and other important metrics shown as maps here. I played around with all the maps here for like 30 minutes and I felt that I learned so much about my place. Winds blow over my city after traveling on the Arabian Sea. How the temperature differs from city to city, this is amazing. I saw it on the news that we are having a cyclone storm in Chennai, but seeing it on the map like this, it hits differently. You just don't know that there is a cyclone in Chennai. You get a clear idea of what it is. You understand the intensity of the situation. And you know what they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words. But there is one thing that I didn't really like about this app. Mateo feels quite sluggish to use. But your mileage may vary. Now, I know what many of you Linux veterans are saying. Linux techs, you forgot the OpenWeather GNOME extension. I agree. The OpenWeather GNOME extension is the pinnacle of weather apps on Linux. But every time a new version of GNOME desktop is released, this extension almost inevitably breaks on that new version of GNOME. At the moment, it doesn't work on the newest Ubuntu as well. But I hear you. You folk want to keep it simple and nothing wrong with keeping it simple. For people who don't need any maps, charts or other meteorological data and just want to know how hot or cold it is outside, Weather O'Clock is just the thing. This is a GNOME extension and it just displays the current temperature next to your clock. And yeah, that's it. But it does need the GNOME-Weather app to work. Open the GNOME-Weather app if it's installed. If not, go ahead and install it and set your location inside it. Then jump over to the Weather O'Clock extension page using the link given in the description below and install it. That's it. You can customize the placement of this little pill. Weather O'Clock is generally updated rapidly and it even supports the newest GNOME versions. And that wraps up our journey through the top 5 weather apps for Linux. While all the entries in this list are cool, I really enjoy using Mousam. It hits that spot where I get a complete picture of what's going on outdoors. The air quality and UV index are something that I really appreciate. Use the comment section below and let me know which of these you like the most. And if you enjoyed this video, if you found it useful, definitely consider subscribing to the channel and leave me a big thumbs up as well. And if you're interested in leveling up your Linux skills, the link to my course Linux Mastery Express is given in the description below. It's designed to teach you Linux and take you from zero to hero within the shortest amount of time possible. You'll be using Linux like a pro within a matter of hours, so definitely check that out. Also, don't forget to check out the top 10 insanely cool Linux terminal apps that you should be using. I've got some really cool ones there, definitely don't miss that. Alright, this is Linux Techs signing out.